All right, so here it is, Shasta Loflyte. I believe it's a 1983. I haven't seen the title yet to confirm. I guess first I'll apologize if it's got a lot of static noise from the wind. It's a windy 28-degree day in upstate Pennsylvania. But overall, she looks like definitely needs a cleanup. But overall, pretty good condition. On the outside, all original. Windows, it's got its wings. It's been parked for quite a long time, so the first thing I need to focus on is it's being roadworthy. So I want to get the mechanical stuff looked at, look over on the frame, the springs. It's got leaf springs down there, and then I want to get the wheel bearings repacked. I want to probably get new tires. They look okay, but they're probably dry rot. And it has brakes, so get the brakes checked as well. Hopefully all the wiring is good. The power on the inside does work. The propane does work, but we'll talk about that a little bit more on the inside as far as the utilities and such. As you can see here, this original awning has got a lot going on. And I'm not exactly sure what kind of chemical is best to try and clean that, but it feels a little fragile in general, so I just want to go about it in a very careful way. I have seen some replace that with like cedar, a nice clean cedar board look, and that looks very nice and something I'd consider. But if I can keep this relatively original, I'd like to do that as well. So I believe we have over here, this would be to fill up the water tank. And then this should be the drain. Obviously the electrical plug in there. And we got the vent up here from the, over the stove. Not sure if all the lighting works. The trunk is nice. It's got a pretty good amount of space in there, and it has some gear for it as well, which is nice. I'm told there's like this tarp thing that matches the paint scheme of the Shasta, and it might be some kind of awning, but we're not entirely sure. It's a little cold today to try and pull all that out and check it out, so maybe in the future. Let's head inside. All right, so we got the door clipped open. This would be your initial entrance into the Shasta Loflyte. Right away, you got your kitchen area. Down at the bottom, we have the furnace, a couple drawers. I actually wanted to check this. Yeah, that's nice. Extra counter space there, cutting board. Probably wouldn't use it as cutting board, but counter space. So that's pretty convenient and nice. The wood paneling on all the cabinets really look good. I don't know that I'm going to change it. I wanted a light color in here, freshen it up, and when I came to check it out in person, it's already pretty bright and fresh enough for me. Even the countertops are a nice color. We got one outlet here, which is great. You have the sink. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look up again, and there's no like manual or anything for me to confirm right now. But exactly how the differences between these two work. But yes, has the original stove, and it does work. Stove and oven. I will contemplate replacing this. I think it's beautiful, the color. I love the color of it and the design. But I don't expect to use the oven very much, so I'm contemplating switching that out for where maybe we could have a microwave here, and then just maybe even electric stovetop up there. We have some storage up, and they just clip nice. Same thing over here. Actually in here, I forgot. This is how we would turn the power on. since it's plugged in already on the outside. We got that. These lights are a little damaged. It's got power, and they're stayed on. Here's the kitchen. I'm sorry, we talked about the kitchen. Here's the dining room. It's got a nice wider couch on this side with storage underneath. And then it's got a little thinner, couch on this side. And there's the water tank, and there's still some storage room underneath there. Here's someone's portable toilet I probably won't be utilizing. I'm considering a cassette toilet, but there's more storage in here. Maybe board games or other things you need to travel with. Tons of movies up here, if anyone still uses DVDs. Got a fire extinguisher, coat hook, another coat hook on the other side. It's got the curtain rods with no curtains, so again, I'd like to put some curtains up that would be bright and freshen up the space. Maybe some off-whites and green, natural, maybe flowers, floral stuff. I want to do something similar. Might get entirely new cushions. Not sure yet how that's going to work out. But whatever the end result will be, cushions with light colored and some natural, whether it's stripes or floral, something with maybe greens. I like green a lot. And this one looks original. You can see some wear going on. So try and do these cushions some good, even if it's entirely new cushions. If you're not familiar with Shasta, these tables can drop down to these bars here, and then with you'll slide these cushions over, those drop down, and you got yourself a bed. Coming around here, so you have a mirror. Closet. The fridge, I'm not sure if it works. There we go, okay. This is propane as well. There's directions, the controls. I haven't tested that at all. And some more storage all above the wheel well. Then obviously you have the axle down here, so there's a step up. You can see maybe the original carpeting under there. This is a convenient space heater. And then you have the back living room area. You have a door here for storage. And this one over here lifts up on the top. Then this obviously converts into a bed. So we could show that. All right, so I had to grab this bar that was stowed away behind the cushion. That's gonna come and hook in these. And then this board here. Clip in place. Then you just slide the mattress out. Flip that over. And you have yourself a nice bed. Now I'm 6'1". I've laid across this. I had about 4 or so inches from my feet on here at the time. And I still had about 4 or 5 inches from my head to the wall over here. So, the width is probably a little bit over 7 feet in total for the trailer. And close to 7 feet on the interior. So many windows wrapping around, which is really nice for lighting. All right, so up top, you can see this bar here, and there's a latch in the corner there, a hinge over here, and this rail. This is gonna be a drop-down bed, and just like that. Now you have the bed down on top. In my mind, it's going to be the adults sleeping down below, young kids sleeping up top, and we could fall asleep to a movie. If nobody's sleeping in that bed, I am trying to figure out if I wanted to have a wall-mounted TV or a fold-down TV of some sort, how I would go about doing that, and where would I position it to where it could pivot if we're eating at the table and we want to watch something, and then it could spin around to where if we're in the beds we could watch something. I've debated right here on this wall, could I mount a TV here to where you could see it from the table, but then it'll swing out this way and then you could watch it from the beds. I'm not sure, and I don't want to create an obstruction as you're passing through the door, so we'll see. So that'll conclude this tour of the 1983 Shasta Loflyte. Stay tuned for upcoming renovations.